Ken Sousa of the Canadian Press put out an article of good news on March 20th. The Artemis II rocket that's to carry Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen around the moon has made its way to the launch pad ahead of its planned April blastoff. This image is the NASA Artemis II rocket with the Orion spacecraft aboard leaving the Vehicle Assembly Building, moving slowly to Pad 39B at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. This picture is from Friday, March 20th, 2026. NASA says it took 11 hours for the 322-foot or 98-meter rocket and its accompanying Orion spacecraft to travel 4 miles or about 6 kilometers from the Vehicle Assembly Building at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The mission has been delayed a few times since February due to hydrogen fuel leaks and helium flow problems, but start your countdown, counting days that is, as it is scheduled to launch April 1st. Unless this is some sort of April Fool's joke? There was an April Fool's joke by NASA, because who could forget their prank announcement of water on Mars on April 1st, 2005. The photo is by Ellen Roper. A cool fun fact regarding Hansen. Jeremy hails from London, Ontario, and will serve as mission specialist during the Artemis II mission, becoming the first non-American to travel beyond low Earth orbit. Looking forward to launch day will definitely help us get through our less than inspiring weather to the first day of April. The launch window is around 6 days long, so fingers, eyes, and toes are crossed that it remains a go. Something that I wish was an April Fool's joke was the news that on March 13th, the FCC accepted for filing an application by Starcloud, a company based in Redmond, Washington, to operate as many as 88,000 satellites in a range of low Earth orbits to serve as orbital data centers for artificial intelligence and other applications. Ugh. Starcloud's big idea is to place a network of megawatt-scale computer servers in Earth orbit, powered by grids of solar panels that could stretch as much as 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers in width. The filing provides few details about the satellites themselves, such as their size and mass. I did find out that a demonstrator satellite weighing 132 pounds is destined to be launched into low Earth orbit this summer by a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket as part of the Bandwagon 4 Rideshare mission. The satellites will operate in a select set of narrow orbital shells, up to 50 kilometers thick at altitudes between 600 and 850 kilometers. Those satellites will be in dusk to dawn sun-synchronous orbits to enable near-continuous power generation from the sun. Does this idea sound familiar? According to GeekWire, Starcloud is the new name for Lumen Orbit. Through the name change, Lumen Orbit managed to raise an additional $10 million, bringing its seed money to $21 million. Currently, there are only 5 employees, but they hope to double their staff. The job openings are posted on their website. Stargazers' views are already inundated with satellites. There are over 10,000 currently, which is hard to imagine considering that before 1957 there were none in the sky. This photo combines numerous photos taken over 30 minutes to illustrate the number of satellite streaks that can appear. In North America, we tend to think of white light as being a sign of good versus evil. Let's flip that and head to the dark side. Speaking of dark, out of the 7,913 project planets listed on the TESS Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite site, there are some real rare beauties. They might be hard to see, especially this one. TRES-2b, also known as Kepler 1b, is an extrasolar planet orbiting the star GSC 03549-02811, located 750 light-years away from the solar system. The planet was identified in 2011 as the darkest known exoplanet, reflecting less than 1% of any light that hits it. Reflecting less light than charcoal, on the surface the planet is said to be pitch black, although it does emit a dim red glow due to its temperature. This is an AI rendition, but in truth we wouldn't even see that much. How does one draw something that is blacker than the darkest, most saturated black paint on Earth? The planet's mass and radius indicate that it is a gas giant with a bulk composition similar to that of Jupiter. Unlike Jupiter, but similar to many planets detected around other stars, TRES 2b is located very close to its star, which can be a factor in its absorption of light. It belongs to the class of planets known as hot Jupiters. Hot Jupiter, shouted, could catch on just like leaping lizards. Light-absorbing planets can be identified by their albedo, a measure of how much sunlight a planet reflects. Albedo is an important concept in planetary science. A high albedo means the planet reflects most of the incoming light, while a low albedo indicates that very little light is reflected, meaning the planet absorbs much of the incoming energy. TRES 2b is not the only black planet out there, and the list is growing. These black planets challenge our previous knowledge of how planets should behave or what they are made up of, which is exciting. Definitely I have joined the Black Planet fan club. Of course, that could also mean I am a fan of The Social Network, or a fan of the Sisters of Mercy, an English rock band from the 80s whose song Black Planet has a great vibe. The song from 1985 encapsulates a period of anxiety, political turmoil, and environmental decay, transcending mere melodrama to become a haunting statement on human folly. 1985? It sounds pretty current to me. When I clicked the link to check out the movie Black Planet, made in 1981 to 82, the link took me to this. Well, what did I really expect? We are talking about black planets.